Right now, live at 5.
The organization providing aid to the people displaced by the Greenwood fire.
Plus,
we are concerned that the current strong protection against severe infection, hospitalization, and death could decrease in the months ahead.
Booster shots are now recommended for vaccinated Americans. And later,
this is a tradition that's been going on for quite a few years, and it's just nice to keep it running.
The fun is underway in Proctor for an event that honors the railroad industry.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke. The battle against the large and growing Greenwood fire continues. The latest size estimate puts the fire at 3,200 acres. It's burning about 15 miles southwest of Isabella. The fire is threatening cabins, homes, and recreational sites. Crews are fighting it from the ground and the air. As we reported last night, evacuations are underway for several areas, including McDougal Lake, Sand Lake, the Highway 2 corridor, and just north of Highway 1. That's affecting dozens of homes. Now, resources are available to people who need help. CBS 3's Kendall Jarbo shares how volunteers are ready to meet the immediate needs of anyone displaced by the fire. The Red Cross established a temporary evacuation point at the Finland Community Center. They're ready to provide aid to anyone in need. In partnership with the local government, the Red Cross is using a community-owned building to meet the needs of people displaced by the Greenwood fire. Volunteers provide food, water, shelter, and health services at the facility in Finland. No one has had to use their help so far, but with ongoing evacuations, they're ready to respond with a message to everyone who comes through their doors.
It's welcome. You're in a safe place. Take a deep breath. We're friendly faces, even behind the mask, we're friendly faces, and we'll take care of you here for these next few hours or these next few days.
Fire management teams determine when the risk is gone and how long these services are needed. Everyone is welcome at the temporary evacuation point. They won't turn anyone away. Thanks, Kendall. There will be a public meeting about the Greenwood fire tomorrow night at 6. That will be at the Wolf Ridge Environmental Center in Finland. It will also be streamed on Facebook. Well, crews are having some success fighting the Whelp fire. Superior National Forest officials first reported the fire yesterday. It's burning 4 miles northwest of Sawbill Lake in a remote area of the BWCA. Aircrafts were able to use water drops to keep the fire from spreading beyond its 10 to 20 acre footprint. The area is too remote for ground crews to safely access. The Whelp fire triggered a closure order for the Louise River area. Wilderness rangers are paddling the river to sweep visitors from that area. And 7 aircrafts are being used to fight a brand new wildfire this evening on the Iron Range. It's called the Moose Lake Fire, burning near Lake Leander between Mountain Iron and Cook. Superior National Forest officials say it's 25 acres in size and more resources have been called in to help fight the flames. We'll bring you updates as they're made available. As the drought worsens across Minnesota, the state is entering what's called a drought restrictive phase for 3 major watersheds. The Mississippi River headwaters, the Rainy River, and the Red River watersheds are experiencing extreme to exceptional drought. The restrictions are now in place to protect the drinking water supply. It's part of the state's drought plan. People who hold water appropriation permits should take steps to reduce use. The state is also asking every Minnesotan to do their part to conserve water, including watering lawns less and fewer car washes. Farmers in southern Minnesota can now get federal funds to help bounce back from the drought. That includes those hit hardest in Blue Earth, Clay, and Cottonwood counties, along with 15 other counties. They can apply now for emergency loans. No counties in our region were included.
Wisconsin's governor is giving $50 million in COVID relief money to farmers across the state. There's also already been $50 million in federal funding given out through the Wisconsin Farm Support Program. Applications for the latest round of funding will open later this year after the fall harvest. Evers, who is up for re-election next year, has sole control over how to spend billions of dollars in federal coronavirus relief money the state received. Well, Peter joins us now for our first check of the weather. Peter, we sure need that rain. Is there any chance that we'll be seeing some of it?
Yeah, there's some good news at the end of the tunnel for the end of this week, but for now, we are still definitely stuck with those drought conditions out there for a good portion of Minnesota. Most of Minnesota looking at severe to moderate drought in place, even exceptional drought in place. And as far as today goes, it was definitely another hot and dry one with temperatures climbing close to the 90-degree mark for most. 87 degrees on top of the hill at Duluth International, 93 in Big Fork, 95 in Bemidji, 92 degrees in International Falls, even 90 up in Ely, 86 for Grand Marais, 91 for Superior, and 88 degrees for Solon Springs. And you can still definitely feel that humidity out there as well. It's not as bad as it was yesterday, actually, with dew points in the low to mid 60s, but you can still definitely feel it as you're heading out and about. We still have that breezy southerly wind in place as well, out of the south between 5 and 10 miles per hour. So that's blowing most of the smoke from the fires that we're seeing off to our north towards the North Shore. That's why we have an air quality warning in place for the northern portions of Lake as well as Cook County until at least Friday afternoon. And as far as we head towards today, tomorrow, we're shaping up to see another hot one, but there are some storms in the 7-day forecast. I'll break down that threat coming up in just a bit. Kristen?
Thank you, Peter. President Biden is directing his administration to take action to protect those most vulnerable to the pandemic in nursing homes and schools. Earlier, federal health officials said fully vaccinated adults may need booster shots to fight the rapid spreading Delta variant. Deborah Alferon has more from Washington.
President Biden is taking on Republican governors when it comes to mask mandate bans in schools, directing his Department of Education to step in.
We're not going to sit by as governors try to block and intimidate educators protecting our children.
The Biden administration has formally announced plans to distribute COVID-19 booster shots for adults, 8 months after they've received their second dose of the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine.
Pending FDA and ACIP approvals, boosters will be available starting the week of September 20.
We are concerned that the current strong protection against severe infection, hospitalization, and death could decrease in the months ahead.
Newly released studies suggest the effectiveness of the 2 mRNA vaccines against infection drops over time due to the rapidly spreading Delta variant.
Despite the summer surge of new cases fueled by the unvaccinated, the Biden administration will reach a new milestone by the end of the day. More than 200 million Americans with at least one vaccine dose.
In an effort to push even more Americans to roll up their sleeves, President Biden is directing HHS to come up with new regulations requiring nursing homes have all staff vaccinated in order to receive Medicare and Medicaid funding.
If you visit, live, or work in a nursing home, you should not be at a high risk for contracting COVID from unvaccinated employees.
The Biden administration is also extending 100% federal reimbursement for states who mobilize the National Guard in their COVID-19 response efforts. Deborah Alferon, CBS News, Washington.
Federal officials say they are awaiting more data before giving booster shot recommendations for minors and those who've received the one-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine. And starting now, some people in Wisconsin will be able to get an additional COVID-19 vaccine dose. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services is recommending an additional shot for people who are immunocompromised. That includes people undergoing cancer treatments, organ transplants, and HIV treatment. They say data shows people with certain medical conditions might not build full immunity from 2 doses. DHS also said people who aren't immunocompromised don't need a booster at this time. Meanwhile, Minnesota health officials released a statement today about those booster recommendations. They say the shots should be available in Minnesota starting the week of September 20th. They added the 3rd dose must be prescribed. Still to come on Live at 5, how an event with plane rides and pancakes hopes to raise money to support community youth. We'll tell you more as we take you around the Northland after the break.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
Is your child on track? As a caregiver, we love watching babies reach milestones, like that first smile, that first giggle, first steps and words. Some children need a little extra help to learn and grow. If you've noticed that your child isn't reaching certain milestones, don't worry. Free help is available for children ages birth to 5. Whether your child is at home, in daycare, or in preschool, the Help Me Grow referral system connects you to the early intervention program in your area. Visit helpmegrowmn.org or your local school district to make sure your child is on track.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Bolins.
And I'm Ann Nolette.
And we're Advanced Surgical Associates of Northern Minnesota.
Our goal has always been to provide the latest and best surgical techniques to you and your family.
We want to provide an alternative to the traditional surgical practices that the hospitals offer.
With robotic-assisted surgery, you're likely to have a shorter hospital stay, experience less pain, and recover quicker.
We serve Duluth, Ely, Hibbing, and the surrounding areas. Learn more at mnsurgery.com or give us a call today.
This is the internet that keeps the TV streaming, the meetings zooming, the playlist flowing, and the doorbell showing
anybody home?
Who's coming and going. This is the internet that powers the workout, that does the homework, that makes the lights work, that makes for light work, and makes...
Don't forget to pick up Charlie.
...your life work. This is the internet that keeps it all connected and has hundreds of people who ensure it's protected.
Nice try, hackers.
This is the internet voted best because it's extreme, nothing less.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call the number on your screen and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month. So call now and make going to the dentist carefree.
Call 1-800-945-8449 to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kit.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that. Woo!
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from the Duluth Harbor tonight, where the Wednesday sailors are out and about again on this very hot evening. Peter will be in with this week's forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. A party in the park in Two Harbors and a Northland get-together going on 129 years. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start off tonight in Moose Lake for the classic combination of planes and pancakes. The Moose Lake Kiwanis Club's annual Fly-In, Drive-In Pancake Breakfast was canceled last year and delayed this year, but this fun tradition will return this Saturday at the Moose Lake Airport. Guests can enjoy a pancake breakfast at a very affordable price and joy rides on a plane or a helicopter. The Moose Lake Kiwanis Club's main objective is to support children in the community. Next, we head to Two Harbors for a party the whole family can enjoy. Thomas Owens Park will be alive on Sunday afternoon with a wide range of activities. There will be live music, a foam fun zone, an opportunity to meet area first responders, and the awaited return of the Sawdust Scavenger Hunt. The city is partnering with Duluth production company A Sweet Event to bring back this popular family get-together. For more information on the party in the park, you can head to our website. And we wrap up tonight in Grand Rapids for an historic Northland tradition. Starting today, you can head to the beautiful grounds of the Itasca County Fair to participate in a classic celebration with more to offer than your average fair. The get-together has been at its 80-acre location since 1907 and also contains the entry point of the 115 miles of the Mesabi Trails. In addition to great fair food and beverages, you can explore historic exhibits, put up a tent on the gorgeous campgrounds, and enjoy the variety of entertainment. The fair runs today through Sunday. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, speaking of fairs, state fair leaders offer safety guidelines for the Great Minnesota Get-Together. We'll give you the details in a few minutes.
And it's a warm and dry night up in Grand Marais today. 82 degrees, mostly sunny skies out there, but we're tracking cooler conditions ahead as well as some rain threats. I'll track those all out coming up in just a bit.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Medicare Decomplicated, brought to you by UCare. Question, can I keep my doctor with a UCare Medicare plan? Yes. With 96% of all Minnesota providers in our network, it's more than likely you can keep your doctor. See? Decomplicated.
Culligan. Our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
How do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
How do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water.
I'm Dr. Matthew Penny. I'm a family physician at St. Luke's. I like to try and empower the patients to take control of their own health care. Doctors may give advice, but it's really the choices of the patients that determine the outcomes of their health care. So I think it's really important that we speak in a way that patients understand and can get information. I chose to practice at St. Luke's because it seems more like a family environment. The atmosphere at Mariner is great, so I love it here.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northlands still to this day. Join me, Kristen Baki, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining.
Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Baki every Tuesday at 10. Only on live local CBS3.
Medicare Decomplicated, brought to you by UCare. Question, how much does a Medicare plan cost? $0. That's where they start with UCare Medicare Advantage plans. There's a plan for everyone with a range of benefits and costs. See? Decomplicated.
Up to 40% off Columbia and North Face summer clothing and sandals at Northwest Outlet.
Could the end of COVID-19 unemployment benefits mean good news for local businesses? We'll tell you more coming up.
And later tonight, a new threat detection app for education and worship spaces.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3.
Another warm one for sure for us here in the Twin Ports. 87 degrees for today's high at Duluth International, and no rain for the day today. We're a monthly departure, running nearly an 1.5 inch departure, and for the year we are running nearly a 6-inch departure. So we didn't quite make it to the 90s here in the Twin Ports today. Actually, Superior made it past the 90-degree mark, and actually International Falls made it to 92 today, which makes it their 4th consecutive day at 90-degree plus weather. So they have definitely seen their fair share of 90s in this past week or so. And we're still have a fairly hot Wednesday evening out there with mostly sunny skies out there, and that south wind in place at 5 to 10 miles per hour as well. And you can see a few puffy cumulus clouds as well as you're heading out for any Wednesday evening plans. Temperatures across the region right now, as you can tell, definitely still a hot one. International Falls still coming in at 92. Ely still coming in at 90. Grand Rapids, 89. Superior coming in at 88. La Pointe coming in at 85, as well as Ironwood, Michigan coming in at 86 degrees. There is some relief in sight, and that is some good news. And as far as the humidity goes, the humidity is a little bit less than it was yesterday. So yesterday we were talking about dew points in the mid and upper 60s, close to that 70-degree mark, which is when it begins to feel very humid, kind of tropical in nature. When we begin to see the dew points lower back into the lower 60s, that is some welcome news. It's still very humid, but it's not as noticeable as it was yesterday. The good news is there is some relief in sight as far as those temperatures go. For today, tomorrow, it's definitely still a hot one, though. I think most of us are climbing close to that 90-degree mark. I think, again, for us here in Duluth, I think we're probably going to meet or exceed the 90-degree mark. Superior will probably do the same. Grand Marais, just a little bit cooler up the North Shore, just because we still have that southerly wind in place, so they're dealing with a little bit of a lake breeze up there. But International Falls, as well as Baudette, Bemidji, all those areas, Ely probably still surpassing that 90-degree mark for tomorrow. As far as Friday go, we get a little bit of a break from the heat. It's not quite the 90s, but it's still the mid and upper 80s. But then as we head towards Saturday, take a look at where these high temperatures are for Saturday. For afternoon highs, we're probably talking about temperatures mid and upper 60s, lower 70s. And the reason for that is we have some rain as well as thunderstorms entering the picture for Friday night into Saturday. But for now, we're mostly dry through the day today as well as the day tomorrow. There's really not too much to talk about on Futurecast besides a few storms off to our north in Canada. But then as we head towards Friday, so this is Friday right now at the noon hour. Most of us start off our day on Friday mostly dry, maybe just a few more clouds overhead. But then as we head towards Friday evening, so by about Friday 10 o'clock, you begin to see these storms fire up. And those will work their way west to east as we head through the day, Friday night. And those could be strong to severe in nature, so that's something we're definitely going to want to keep an eye on as we head towards Friday. Storms begin to clear out as we head towards Saturday, though. And here's how that 7-day forecast shapes up. Well, first, we'll actually just show you that there is a threat for strong to severe storms for Friday night into Saturday. And here's how that 7-day forecast shapes up. We got that storm threat for Friday night into Saturday, but we dry things out nicely for Sunday. And take a look at where those temperatures go from 90 tomorrow to basically back into the 70s for this weekend.
And some rain.
And some rain.
Oh, man, just so we've been all hoping for.
Yeah, very welcome news.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Peter.
Yeah.
Well, we're just about a week out from the Great Minnesota Get-Together, and today we got a clearer picture on what fairgoers can expect this year. Minnesota State Fair officials announced they are strongly urging fairgoers to mask up both inside and outside, but they stopped short of imposing any COVID-related mandates. They say some booths may require masks on their own, and they encourage people to spread out when they can. State Fair leaders acknowledge the new guidance could put a dent in attendance. The Minnesota State Fair opens next Thursday, August 26th, and runs through Labor Day. Car enthusiasts put on a show today in Proctor to kick off this year's Hog Head Festival. Event organizers grilled up barbecue at the Powerhouse Bar as proud car owners brandished their classic vehicles. The event's organizer, Dick Carey, talked about the importance of this tradition now in its 46th year.
This is a tradition that's been going on for quite a few years, and it's just nice to keep it running. And, you know, with the class reunions, you can come down here and see people 20 years that you haven't seen.
The festival honors the area's railroad industry, and the name Hoghead is a nod to that. The festival will run through Saturday with a wide variety of events and activities, wrapping up with a parade and a street dance. It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Animal Allies in Duluth. This is Claudia. Along with her clever name comes a friendly and sweet girl. She is an American Staffordshire Terrier who adores being around other people. She looks forward to finding a loving home and an owner that she can cuddle. Oh. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Claudia, then you can call the number on your screen. Still to come, chaos in Afghanistan as thousands of refugees are having difficulty reaching the airports to evacuate. We have more details from the White House after the break.
Hi, I'm Deb. By April 2016, I had lost 85 pounds. It was a very easy program to do. Blood pressure has gone way down. I feel great.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
Let A1 Movers help bridge the gap from your old house to your new home. We have the tools for all of your relocating needs. Big or small, we move them all. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, we help get you where you need to go as safely and efficiently as possible. A1 Movers specializes in making hard work easier, saving you time and your back. To schedule your move, call or visit a1movers.org today.
Mopping the dirt from your floor is a messy chore. Well, now you can spin away those germs with Floor Police, the lightweight and cordless power spin mop that scrubs away messes the fast and easy way. Just add any disinfectant, and at a speedy 100 RPMs, the microfiber pads do all the scrubbing so you don't have to. The secret is the powerful electric motor and rechargeable lithium battery that has 90 minutes of runtime. The swivel head can easily clean in and around obstacles and get deep under furniture. Plus, the pads are machine washable and reusable. reusable. Get Floor Police with 2 microfiber pads for just 2 easy payments of $29.99. But wait, call now and get 2 free scouring and 2 free polishing pads. But hold everything, because you can double the entire offer. Just pay separate fee, and we'll even ship it to you free. That's 2 Floor Police mops with pads, plus free shipping on your entire order. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-592-0163 or visit floorpolice.com. So call 1-800-592-0163 now.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
In news, there are no second chances. You have one shot to get it right. You need to get all the facts, angles, and points of view. And you need it now. For us, being first is good, but being right is best. Live local CBS3.
Want to lose fat quickly? Lose up to 1 pound of fat a day.
Started my weight loss journey with Healthy Systems USA Easter weekend. By the end of October, I have lost 92 pounds.
If you've got that, don't worry about that. Healthy Systems USA.
Ex-Afghan President Ashraf Ghani, who fled Afghanistan prior to the fall of Kabul, is in the United Arab Emirates with his family. News about his current location comes as thousands of his countrymen and U.S. citizens are also trying to flee the country. Natalie Brand has more from the White House.
This video shows the chaos and crowds outside the airport in Kabul as thousands are trying to flee the country.
We've dispatched small military teams to 2 of the airport's gates to assist the State Department consular efforts as they evaluate and process individuals seeking entry.
Military leaders briefed President Biden at the White House about conditions on the ground.
Currently, the security situation at the airport is stable. However, there are threats, and we're closely monitoring those. At any moment, they could happen.
There are reports that the Taliban has set up checkpoints, making it difficult for people trying to get to the airport.
Are engaging directly with the Taliban to make clear that we expect them to allow all American citizens, all third country nationals, and all Afghans who wish to leave to do so safely and without harassment.
The State Department says it will double the number of consular officers to process visa applications for people trying to flee the Taliban's rule.
We will stand with those who have stood with us. We are continuing to process visas for Afghans eligible for SIV status and their families.
The Taliban held its first press conference Tuesday, claiming it will respect women's rights.
We hear what they're saying, but it is their actions that really will define how they address these issues moving forward.
The U.S. joined dozens of countries releasing a statement saying we are deeply worried about Afghan women and girls, their rights to education, work, and freedom of movement. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, the White House.
CBS News has confirmed the U.S. is freezing nearly $10 billion in assets from the Afghan government held in U.S. banks, so the Taliban does not have access to that money.
We've got a packed broadcast for you tonight, including this story, why so few pregnant women are getting a COVID vaccine and the increased risk that may cause for a healthy delivery. The warning tonight. The CBS Evening News is just minutes away.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
During the Labor Day sale at Home Sleep Express, get up to $700 off Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets, plus a $300 home shopping cart, free delivery, setup, and no money down 6-year special financing. Labor Day Tempur-Pedic savings at Home Sleep Express.
There are a lot of choices when it comes to automotive care.
but how can you find someone you trust? At East End Auto, our customers have trusted us for the past 20 years to provide them with the best auto care. As your area's full-service repair shop, with the most modern equipment available to us, and backed by a 2-year, 24,000-mile nationwide warranty, honesty is what our customer relationships are built upon.
Locally family-owned and operated. Stop out to see why East End Auto is the community's trusted auto repair home.
Looking for a new garage? Maybe a home or cabin shell? Call Economy Garages to make your visions a reality. With over 40 years experience and over 9,000 buildings built for your friends and neighbors, you can trust us to get the job done right.
Call Economy Garages when you want it done right.
Enjoy summer, save money, and look good doing it with huge savings on hot fashions from Northwest Outlet. Save up to 40% off Columbia and the North Face summer clothing. That's right, up to 40% off. Save on capris, tees, shorts, rain, wind, and fleece jackets, and UPF sun-rated clothing. Enjoy the weather and get your whole family's summer fashions at Northwest Outlet. We're not done yet. Save up to 40% off on all sandals. You heard me right, up to 40% off. What are you waiting for? Get to Northwest Outlet Superior. We'll make sure you look good.
Now at Home World Rugs, thousands of area rugs will be sold up to 67% off when you take an extra 12% off already discounted prices, plus 3-year special financing. Hundreds of rugs from $77, room-size rugs from $147. The area rug clearance at Home World Rugs.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS 3.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Wednesday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. At 5, we learned about the growing wildfires to our north. An evacuation center has been set up in Finland for those displaced by the Greenwood fire. Crews have seen relative success in fighting the Welt fire that was first reported yesterday. And we also heard of a brand new fire, the Moose Lake fire near Britt, where 7 aircrafts have been sent to fight the blaze. We'll continue to keep you updated on all of those fires. And at 6, the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension is launching a new way to detect threats. Learn how leaving a tip may become easier than ever. That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you at 6.